Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for Capricorn. Boy, that Chariot wanted to come out. The Chariot has become extremely collective right now with a lot of similar energies around it. Yeah. Capricorn. I feel someone here is determined to succeed, taking action here. Someone's coming in. There's some sort of communication. It could be something that you've been waiting for. Yes, this is decisive. It's someone who's thought things through. I do see a lot of self-control and confidence. Decisive. Beautiful. Beautiful. Ooh, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. And we have King of Swords. Or pardon me, Page of Swords. Someone here is curious. Yeah, this is a person keeping something to themselves here. They're not saying too much. Whatever it is they're learning or curious about, they're going to keep to themselves. Privacy, private thoughts, what they're thinking. Something here may not yet meant to be known when I see this kind of energy. Tell me about the Chariot. The Chariot is someone here. I mean, it is self-control, but with this energy, I mean, it's decisive. It's determination to succeed. It's someone trying to keep their emotions in control, but they're in a hurry. Yeah, there it is, this waiting. This is somebody no longer waiting. This is someone who's lost patience with something. I mean, if it is a person wanting to just connect with you, they've been keeping it all in too, not saying anything. But I do see this energy of privacy, private thoughts, or just secrecy. Yeah, but I think this is someone who's done waiting. They're coming in very quickly. Yeah, they're manifesting here. They feel prepared, basically, that they have what they need. They know what they need to know, but there's still something that they don't know, and that's the part I don't get. Or just like I say, their private thoughts. Let's have a look at this Three of Wands. Yeah. Hierophant energy, some Taurus energy, some Gemini up there. Pisces. Capricorn. This is another person's energy. This has to do with someone, some sort of an agreement. Someone's waiting for something, waiting for news. But we have a person here who I feel has lost patience. They're in a hurry now. They feel they're ready. They have what they need. So someone with a lot of skills. But I actually feel this is someone who plays by the rules. Rules and regulations. Yeah, somebody who's not waiting any longer. Because, yeah, I think this is someone who knows if they keep someone waiting too long, they're going to lose out. Tell me about this King of Cups. Oops, that went flying. Boy, oh boy. Oh, there it is, the sun. Really? I could kind of see that coming. Yeah, it's a person wanting to start something. They're done waiting. They want to get this going. I don't think this person's telling anyone anything. Like, it's just about between the two of you, I feel, for a lot of it. Tell me, and if this is yourself curious and you want to know, yeah, they want to get something going. This is the sun. Now, I do see one little negative thing. It doesn't flow through all the cards, but it flows through part of it, which tells me it's for less people. The person who's keeping you waiting may have started something with someone else. They may not tell you. Yeah, no, this is someone seeing this. See, it's for very few people. When I see something like that with just a couple cards, it means it's affecting less people. So yeah, if you've been waiting for someone here, this is someone, and a person who actually put on the brakes, where you're waiting for them to communicate. I think this is, and if you're the person losing patience with this person, I think it's telling you to look elsewhere. But again, it's a person I feel, it has to do with some sort of commitment or agreement here. Yeah, but yet some of you've got a new person here, so maybe that's what's happening. Just let me clarify this High Priestess. Yeah, so there is some, see, a little deception, a little bit of manipulation. See, this is someone keeping something to themselves. So a little more people affected. Somebody here who's not being completely honest. They're putting, while they keep you waiting, they're putting themselves out there. But this could be yourself where someone's thinking that as well, where they're losing patience, needing to hurry before you do. I mean, often it's mixed messages and mixed signals too, but this is about someone actually taking decisive action. They feel prepared. So, but I'm seeing a little bit of manipulation. So it's possible we have someone who was waiting for someone, maybe another person, or you were, and now this, you've got new coming in. Yeah, wow. Tell me about the sun and this person. There's a person who's emotionally available. Yeah, we have the star. It could be somebody very popular, well-known, but it is someone putting themselves out there. I think it's someone curious, if you have, is what I feel. So this is why I feel there's this is to me it looks impatient. The need to swoop in and take control before it's too late. But yeah, it has to do with someone, whether the feelings are mutual. So there is something going on here. Yeah, there's that truth too. Yeah, some of you got a new crush. Someone's coming in to tell you. I think there's just you've got a new person coming in who's curious. This is someone available, basically available, putting themselves out there. They want to get something going. So some of you, it could be where you're starting something because you're tired of waiting. Yeah. And that's the best thing to do. Stop waiting for people who don't commit, or there's no agreement, or you know they're not going to follow through. Yeah, I mean, you can do whatever you please, but I can just see this waiting and waiting. Now, it could be two people waiting for the other person to take the lead. But if you are waiting for two people, and some of you, I do see that. Yeah, there's new here, but it has to do with this feeling of hope. See, it's a situation not turning out as expected, but this is better than expected. And I've seen this in a couple readings, things turning out better, because I actually feel the person you were actually waiting for was possibly deceptive. That's what it is. Why it's so hard to read. It's like who's who. It's very difficult sometimes to tell whose energy's whose when I'm really just reading energies. I mean, there's definitely very strong fire energy in this reading too, but the Aquarius energy is the one here that I feel is the biggest impact, because it's a situation not turning out as expected, but it is what it is because something turns out better. See, it's somebody, and then it's a person going, well, it is what it is. I guess I waited and wasted a lot of time. But look at this. I mean, I see an aha moment, that moment of truth, that realization. See, it's sort of like someone going, what the heck was I waiting for? Because this is turning out better than expected. Yeah, it's a person. It's just somebody crushing. It's new. It's someone who longs for love. But I also see someone kind of reminiscing about this too. It could be someone talking about this to someone. Tell me about this magician energy. Yeah, it's all about, see, it's all about waiting for the right person. When people feel this is my person, this is the one. So you wait. And there's nothing wrong with waiting for a little while, but you should always be open to other things, expand your horizon. Yeah, but I feel it's all about that moment where I think it's somebody here literally going to put on the brakes, back out, and take another opportunity. Yeah, I feel there's something that's, yeah. See, it's an energy of someone who lacks commitment, lack of faith, someone who's negative. See, what you have coming in is positive, high vibrational energy. Someone who's happy, they're putting themselves out there. This is someone who often is not worried about wearing their heart on their sleeve. The only thing I see is this. But this could have to do with the person who isn't telling you something. They're not being honest about something. And that's the one that you're waiting for with the lack, the negativity, someone ghosting you, ignoring you because they started something new. I mean, it could be yourself just deciding to just stop waiting, and this person takes it like you're ghosting them. But I'm not seeing this energy of slow. I just see waiting. which means not a lot of movement, not much going on. Tell me about the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, we got two people. See, I think it's just two people who are both waiting for something else. And I don't even feel like it's for each other, but it could be. But I feel like it's waiting for something else. It's that moment that, aha, this other person isn't the one, because this is turning out better. See, to me, it looks like an unexpected development here. But the deception, the mind games, the manipulation, see, the person who keeps a secret and doesn't say anything, that's the lack of negativity. But here's the energy. See, getting out, socializing, being around other people. I think there is someone here who's kept you waiting that's done this, or it's this other person, or maybe it's mutual and you both have. I mean, the waiting is the waiting on both sides of this. I think it's like, that question, what are you waiting for? Because you got a King of Cups coming in. It's somebody who can be quite generous. They like to buy gifts. They like to spoil. They just put it all out there. So someone who likes to make somebody happy. Yeah. But I do think there's somebody who's been talking to people. Like you see, I think it's somebody who's been keeping you waiting, looking elsewhere. Now that you've got someone new coming in. Yeah, Nine of Wands. Yeah, see, now they don't want to give you up. It's a card that shows a little jealousy at times, where they really don't want to come in and towards you and commit, but they don't want someone else to have you. Yeah, that's what it is. It's like, how could I put this together? Because it feels like, it doesn't feel like this person's being deceptive. It's like this other person who's kind of not really showing up, other than the Page of Swords, where they're not saying anything, keeping secrets. But this other person has this energy as well, but it's like their private thoughts. It's someone who wants to get you alone. Nine of Wands, Ten of Wands. See, this is a person was waiting for something, and now they're not anymore. So their energy is a little different. Tell me about this Nine of Wands. It's an energy just putting this behind too, which is interesting. Yeah, no longer interested. Loss and lack of interest, which shows someone becoming bored. Yeah, someone new is interested here. Yes. It's when often at times you realize when you've waited for someone, and all of a sudden you connect with someone else, or you meet someone, and it's like it's better, and it makes you happy, and you start to have that realization why you're even interested in this other person, because they weren't interested enough in you and kept you waiting. And where I feel we're secretive and actually out socializing with other people. And I wouldn't be surprised this is someone here doing a lot of gossip as well. But I feel this King of Cups person wants to know everything about you, and everything that they hear makes them happy, or it could be vice versa. So, yeah, because the curiosity. Because there's two energies with this. It's like something that's not meant to be known because it's private between the two of you, right? Not somebody wants to know, well, why do you want to know? Well, it's none of your business, or, it's just between the two of us. Yeah, there it is, justice. So you got an energy of someone here who definitely, I think it's going to be yourself losing interest, or this person connects with you and it's them. And there's definitely some sort of deception here. Nothing super major, but it's just the deception is someone who keeps you waiting while they're kind of looking elsewhere, putting themselves out there. So this is why I kind of feel maybe it's yourself doing that, thinking, okay, fine, why should I sit around and wait? I'll put myself out there. And in comes this King of Cups. But this King of Cups is so in that energy. They really, this is a person who can be really generous. They love, they make you really happy, but they hear good things. See, there's this energy of justice, harmony, and balance. Somebody had someone who wasn't fair. And it could be this person hearing this, that somebody wasn't fair. They were deceptive or dishonest, keeping secrets, Yeah, there's nothing worse than someone who keeps a person waiting while they're out meeting other people, because they're not saying anything. But it is because they don't. With the Nine of Wands, with that energy, is definitely a person who doesn't want someone else to have you. They want, but they don't want this person to. Yeah, look at Queen of Cups. Now we have a couple. You're going to couple up with this person. Yeah, I do think this is someone who can be generous. They like to spoil and give gifts. Ooh, the Emperor just come out. So this person's an Emperor. Very nice. This is someone going to make this happen too. So that's why I kind of feel they could be talking to people too. Curious. See what they're hearing makes them happy. Yeah, a lovely Emperor energy. Tell me more about this Emperor. Yeah, they can be very generous. This is someone generous with their time, their energy. They like to spoil or give gifts. That's how they show you they like you at first. But yeah, they like to spoil. I mean, it's just a way of showing affection. It's just, often they're just little things, simple gifts to start. So look at that. But it's also an energy of not giving to someone else, for yourselves, no longer giving, because you have this person reaching out. So you're waiting for someone to reciprocate, but this is what's coming in. It's better than expected. Yeah, there's beautiful opportunity here, but you can see someone was seeking other options. Anyone who treats you like an option. If you're dating someone or you connect with someone and they go out and leave you behind, okay, ghost you, ignore you, or whatever it is they do, and you don't hear from them, or you reach out and they don't reciprocate, that's a person who really isn't interested enough. They may like you, but they may not be interested enough. Someone who really wants to be with someone will often do nice things, little gifts. I do see a lot of romanticizing. This person can be quite romantic. I do see that dreamy romantic energy, but I feel like this is someone here who, yes, generous, but they've been taken advantage of before. See, they have maybe a bit of trust issues. So at first, this person, they'll just keep it simple. Like I say, just little things. But you'll know, this person will let you know that they're interested. And that's how they're going to go about it. So, but it'll make you lose interest in the person you're waiting for. And it is possible they know who this is. It could be someone in your social circle, or they might know who it is. Maybe they've scoped your online social media for answers here. So, so overall, pretty good. I mean, it's just a kind of a normal energy of someone who, I don't feel this person doing anything negative. In fact, it's all very positive. It's all about being happy. It's all about this sharing and caring kind of energy. This could be a very nurturing energy. This is also someone I do feel needs to be needed. And I feel both of you, I think you're going to couple up with this person. And I feel like you already know the answers you're probably seeking too. The other person you were waiting for it's where your intuition kind of peaks too for some of you, where you have that moment to realize not only is this person better, but the person you were originally waiting to hear from or to connect with, because they're not doing what this person does. And that's when you realize, what the heck am I waiting for, right? What am I waiting for? You don't have to be faithful or loyal. You don't have to justify putting yourself out there, being open to receive from someone who isn't making any kind of move. Some people are very much about loyalty and faith when they start something, but honestly, if there is no commitment and you're waiting and nothing's happening, and you reach out and they don't reciprocate, you don't have to justify your behavior. In fact, you have a right with justice to do what's best for yourself. Yeah, because this is something turns out better than you could expect. And that's where I think that moment comes from, where you just know this is something worth investing in. Yeah, it's worth checking out. Take care. Bye for now.